and welcome back to Conversations with Nash. Oh my gosh, it's been such a long time since I've had one of these sit-down videos, like a conversation video, which is the entire purpose of this channel. I know it's been a while, but I have been posting up some vlogs, which I hope you guys have been watching and enjoying. I posted a two-part vlog series, of my time in East London with my family. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was really heartfelt. It had been such a long time since I've been at home with what's happening with the world at the moment, and it had been such a long time since I'd gone on holiday, even though it was just a weekend getaway with my family, and we had such an amazing time. So I hope you guys really enjoyed watching it. If you haven't seen it, I will link it above here. I hope that I do remember to do that, and you can go ahead and watch it. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing while I was away from doing conversation videos and tackling, conversations and issues and that sort of thing. Now you might be wondering, why haven't you been doing that? Because some of you subscribe to this channel for exactly that, because I started this channel because there wasn't a lot of South African YouTubers who were doing conversations or doing like topical issues and having discussions about them on YouTube. And a part of the reason for that is because, as you know, my journey, if you've been following me on YouTube, I went from being an entrepreneur to being employed, and I've been at my new job for about 3 months now, and I've been trying to sort of settle back into employment, settle back into corporate, and retail is a doozy. Wow, I don't know why I said that. But anyway, retail is hectic, and I'm just trying to settle back into working for someone else, reporting to someone else, and obviously there's guidelines and there's things that I can no longer just freely talk about because now I represent somebody else. So I have to tread carefully, and I have to make sure that I do not put the brand that I work for in disrepute. I have to make sure that the things that I talk about do not taint them in any way. I mean, none of the things that I speak about in this channel are gossip or in any way are malicious or try to discredit anyone. I always come at topics in a way that is constructive and in a way that opens up discussions, and this channel is not to bring down anyone. It's always to just open the conversation and ask you guys how you feel about a certain topic, and we just engage, and that is the purpose of this channel. But I do have to tread carefully, and that brings me to today's topic, which is currently trending on social media, and I wanted to talk about it, but I had to think about how do I talk about this topic again without without talking about it, but still picking something out of this topic that is relevant to my industry, that is relevant to something that I think you guys might find interesting, and that would open up a discussion that I thought would be interesting. Wow, I like the word interesting today. Okay, I've got water here today, so I'm just gonna drink it because I'm talking way too fast. I'm also trying to keep these videos short because my vlogs have been really long, and I'm trying to keep these conversation videos short and sweet and succinct, and keep the conversations on the comment section longer and engaging, and I love to engage with you guys in the comment section. If you go down there, you'll see I respond to as many comments as I can, so that's the purpose. So please go down there and respond, okay? So essentially, I want to talk about this topic, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, then change your day and go to Twitter and figure it out and come back and let's talk about it. So essentially, there's a topic that's trending, and the issue that I want to talk about the topic that's trending is the idea of filming someone with or without their consent and putting it up on social media. And I want to talk about the legalities of that. Can you do that? Can you film someone with your phone and put that up on social media, and what are the implications of doing something like that? So according to law, you are allowed to film someone only in an instance where you are party to that conversation. So if we are having a conversation and I am part of that conversation, of the second person in that conversation or the third person or whatever, I am allowed to film that conversation because it is not a private conversation. It's a public conversation. It's between the two of us. So I can film that conversation. If it is a private conversation, if you are not party to that conversation, so if there is a conversation that you are overhearing, for instance, and then you are filming that conversation secretly, now that's illegal. So for instance, so I am here in my apartment and I overhear my neighbor and her partner having an argument, and I see that there is a window that is opened and I film them secretly, and I take that video recording and I put it up on social media. That's illegal and I can get into legal trouble for that. So that's illegal. However, if me and my partner are having an argument and I take out my phone and I film that, that is perfectly legal. So that was part of the discussion that was coming out of this trending topic that I wanted to discuss, because a lot of people were like, I know, is this legal anyway? How can you just film someone, and just put it up on social media? So according to my understanding, and of course there are lawyers out there that might be watching this video and would love to hear your opinion, and this video and my videos are all about like educating each other and learning from each other. You can always comment down below and let me know where I'm getting it wrong. And yeah, so essentially, I know that a couple of years ago there were some videos that I think around 2017 there were some videos that were trending online. For instance, there was a Spur incident where people were being recorded, where the person who was recording was not party to the conversation. And the conversation was, how can you be filming people and then putting it up on social media? And the question was, but that person wasn't party to the conversation. How can they be filming it? Then there is another level of this where it is, you can film people in a public space. So for instance, in a concert, there is no reasonable expectation of privacy at a concert. There's no reasonable expectation of privacy in a public space. So you are allowed to film in those instances. So in that situation, for instance, in the Spur incident, where there is an altercation at Spur in a public area, where someone whips up their phone and films, and someone else might be like, you are invading my privacy. There is no reasonable expectation of privacy when you're in a public space and you are having an argument in a public space and someone whips up their phone, because you are in a public space. You can't expect that people would reasonably believe that you thought you were having a private moment, if you know what I mean. So there's that part of it. Again, I'm not a lawyer. These are just things I picked up online, and I've been doing my research because it interests me, because there's so many implications of social media that we need to educate ourselves about what we can and cannot do on social media, especially when you are employed, right? When your employer can come up to you and be like, you did this and the other on social media, therefore we can take these steps against you because you've done A, B, C, and D. Or someone can come back to you and say, you filmed me in this instance and I can take legal action against you, and you should know these things and you can protect yourself, or you should know not to do these things so that you can protect yourself as well. Because our phones are so easily accessible now. You just reach for your phone when there's an interesting thing happening, you're just like, oh yeah, there's something happening there, let me reach for my phone. So you must know when you can reach for your phone and you'll be okay, and when maybe it's not such a good idea to do that, because it might just land you in really hard trouble. You might just land up in jail or with really hefty fines that you might need to pay because you violated somebody's privacy. So yeah, tell me what you know about the implications of filming people and putting it up on social media. There's also implications with obviously employment and your job, with brands you might work with videos that land up online, with things that you are doing in videos. There is, with this particular situation, what happens when you are not the person that put up that video, but it also shows you in a negative light. What happens in situations like that, and what does that mean for you and your employment? So it's really, really interesting, and I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm really happy to be back. You know I love talking about these things, and I love to hear your thoughts. So comment. Nash is back, and yeah, let's have those conversations. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on all of my social medias. It is Nash_Fazi. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Watch all of the other videos that are on my channel. You can binge. I've got so many videos now, and we are on the road to 200 subscribers. Love you guys so much. Bye.